Hey, what's up YouTube? This your boy PJ2 Hot here. I'm back with another video, and today I'm doing a review for Greedfall. Greedfall is a RPG created by a small studio named Spiders. Spiders has released games in the past, but all of them were met with mixed reactions. This game, in my opinion, is a very underrated RPG. Although repetitive at times, definitely deserves a lot more recognition, and to me is Spiders' best game they've made to date. The setting of Greedfall to me is what makes it really unique. Most fantasy games we all know of take place in a medieval setting like The Witcher or the Dragon Age franchise. But to me, what makes Greedfall so special is that it takes a different approach to the fantasy setting. Taking place during the 17th century on the island of Tifredi, Greedfall's story revolves around finding a cure for the Malachor, a disease that is killing off a lot of people in the mainland. Your character, Desardet, the legate of the congregation, along with his cousin Constantine, who was the governor, are out to try to find a cure for the Malachor. And it is during this journey that you will meet your 5 companions for the game. Each of these companions have their own unique backstories and their own unique personalities that are actually quite interesting to learn. You could do missions for your companions to earn their friendship. If you continue to ignore some of your companions, they can betray you during the events of the story, which can lead to some tough decisions to make. You can also romance some of your companions as well, which definitely reminded me of the classic BioWare formula, which I've really been missing as of late. Greedfall's combat, however, is really nothing special. Now don't get me wrong, while there is some fun to be had, its combat does not require any learning curve or any skills at all. In fact, it's kind of one-sided. For the most part, you can literally just spam magic the whole entire time and do a great amount of damage, which pretty much leaves the sword combat pretty pointless. I understand that they was trying to give the player more options during combat, but in my opinion, I think both options should have their advantages and disadvantages. Greedfall also has a well-made crafting system. Instead of constantly having to switch outfit because the armor is stronger than one another, you can simply just upgrade your current outfit. The studio seems to very well understand that if players find a cool outfit that they like to wear, then instead of getting rid of it because it's not strong enough, you can simply just upgrade it and keep your favorite outfit for the rest of the game. Greedfall also has a fast traveling system. You can fast travel to campsites that you've put together while exploring the regions, or you can fast travel to cities that you've already visited. During the fast traveling process, the game puts you in this mini hub world. In this hub world, you can craft new items, buy stuff from the store, or sell stuff to the merchant. The island of Tifredi can be both beautiful and repetitive at the same time. The studio is a very small studio, so because of that, they had to reuse the same assets a lot throughout the map. Literally every castle that I've been into is exactly the same. You have to take the same route to go talk to the governor, who is sitting in the exact same spot. Traveling around the map is no better. Each route that I take feels exactly the same, and each village that I take also feels the same. I understand that Spiders is a small studio, but they could have at least tried a little bit to make everything feel different. But what makes Tifredi stand out isn't the environment, it's the lore and history around this world that makes it so interesting and makes it worthwhile to explore. I wanted to learn more about the island and its people, and how they have this connection to this magical island and its magical creatures that roam it as well. With the exception of the natives, all the other factions on this island pretty much feel the same. All the cities looking exactly the same doesn't make it any better either. Now I know some of this may seem very alarming for you guys, but make no mistake about it, Greedfall was a very good game. There was definitely a lot of passion that went into this game. The characters are very great. The environment, although repetitive, is actually quite unique to me as well. And the creature designs, in my opinion, are also very creative as well. But the one thing that really bothered me about this game the most is the mission design. And what I mean by that is, most missions in this game require you to run to one place to another just to get a small little piece of dialogue, a small cutscene, only for you to run back to another place and then back to another place. There's a lot of running back and forth, and with the repetitive environments, it can really become a drag every once in a while. Now don't let that scare you away. The story to me is good enough for you to keep going, but definitely the running back and forth definitely got repetitive a lot. and that's probably one of my biggest flaws with this game. But to sum it all up, Greedfall is definitely a great RPG. It's definitely worth a playthrough, and I really wish a lot more people knew about this game as well. The music, characters, and sense of adventure that this game gives you reminds me so much on how BioWare used to be. If you're an RPG fan, this game would definitely scratch your itch for that classic RPG adventure that you're looking for. Although repetitive at times, it is definitely worth a pickup, and I give this game a 7 out of 10.